In a world where it's always 2 a.m., where collagen reigns supreme.
Give me them peptides. You don't know what you're saying. But I do. You don't know anything, boy. Until you take them peptides. Everything will rock. You will feel more alive. You've never been this far. No, you have not.
I've never heard this part.
Your legs will forever be sore. Welcome back, guys, to another episode.
There's no fucking way that's the intro.
That is the intro.
That is so funny.
Come on, man. Gotta get.
Oh, I was dying, bro. A tear rolled down my cheek.
Oh, man. I mean, that always makes me laugh.
That was by far the most energetic intro we've ever had.
This summer.
Summer.
Can't wait to go back and listen to it.
Yeah, it's going to be funny.
Yeah, but what's been up? What's happening?
I don't know. Nothing really. What's been happening with you?
A lot of driving.
Some Ramadan shindigs?
Yeah, honestly, it's around 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock when you start to feel,
So the ketones haven't hit yet.
Here, you know, just yeah. I don't know. It's a little slow, but also a little energetic when it needs to be. Like I said, I think 1 o'clock you start to slow down, and anything after 3, you're like, all right, I'm good.
Well, I think you typically go through waves, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you feel energetic at some points, you feel really lethargic at others.
And you can't think. Yeah. It happens.
But then eventually, like you hit a point where you've had enough experience with fasting that your body completely shifts to burning fat, ketones.
Yeah.
So when does that hit?
Probably the
Generally.
second week.
Second week?
Yeah. As of probably today. Yeah, I could see.
Oh, today?
Yeah.
Damn, dude, it's already the second
We're
week.
used to it. Yeah, dude. From Sunday to Sunday, that was 1 week. Technically. Or Monday to Monday.
7 days, right?
Yeah.
It's typically 1 week.
Typically. I don't know
Sometimes.
what world you live in.
6.5 days.
Yeah. Dude, so what the hell is that? The Emoji Movie?
Bro, that is the most fried shit I have ever seen. By Tubi?
I don't know. That's stupid. For our audio listeners, we're looking at an advertisement on our TV for the Emoji Movie, and they actually have the poop emoji.
Look at the poop emoji with the hair, bro.
Just
Just slick back shit
It
hair.
looks high as hell. What the hell's going on? Slick back hair? I think that's the top.
Bro, I don't know what's wrong with Hollywood these days.
Hollywood?
They're just
What
trying
about
to pump out any sort of...
Anything with Timothée Chalamet. What do they call him? Timothée.
So
Is it Timothée? Timothée.
Timothée Chalamet.
Yeah, but that's all they're pumping out right now. And there was a thing on Twitter I saw. It was a whole thread about Timothée Chalamet is in everything. Like every movie that's going to come out. You might as well be James Bond at this point.
All the other movies you don't see him in, he's in the background directing.
And cut. Yeah, bro. I don't know what I want to do for this episode. I really don't have anything in mind other than to talk to my boy over here.
You said you had some funny shit.
Yeah, I mean, I do. Which we can probably look into together.
I hope.
It's pretty funny. This is kind of what I came across the other day.
You were hyping it up over text, so this better be good.
All right. I want you to turn on your like story brain right now, visualization. Okay. What could have possibly went down for this to happen? But ladies and gentlemen, there has been a Japanese husband that has gone 20 years without speaking to his wife since she upset him. So no divorce. Okay. He just went, you know what? I'm going to live with you, but I'm going to make it hell.
I'm not going to say a word.
Dude. Dude, honestly.
Is that all there is? That's all the context?
That was the headline. And the things that I started asking myself was, what the hell could have possibly went down? Like, immediately you think cheating.
No. Not in Japanese culture. I think...
Right? That's one thing where I was like, no, that's contradicting. No, there's no way.
There's something you have to understand about Japanese culture. Is that honor is at the top of the list.
Yeah, and
in terms of values and respect. So in my mind, could be completely wrong, but I believe the wife disrespected him in some way that infuriated him to a point where he was like, I'm going to take a vow of silence.
For 20 years.
And I'm not going to divorce you. Because then
That's
would mean
torture.
That would mean my marriage is a failure, and I'm not going to fail.
It is not a failure. Dude. See, that's insane. But they also raised 3 children. So I'm trying to understand the house dynamic here. Where dad doesn't say a goddamn word.
Not a whisper.
Nothing.
Are you telling me little late night whisper to the wife or anything? Nothing?
Nothing.
I find that hard to
Nothing.
believe.
Completely silent. I mean, knowing the Japanese culture, I believe it. You know? Like,
Can you imagine, bro, being the son of this dude who has taken a vow of silence? You do something like bad as a child, let's say. He walks into the room and basically beats your ass without saying a word.
Yeah. Just...
all you hear is footsteps.
That's it. That's the closest to hearing your dad. And a slap.
Literally.
Smack you, huh? So, apparently he maintained a regular relationship with his kids. This silent treatment confused his kids and troubled his wife. Eventually, in 2016, the couple's 18-year-old son wrote to a Japanese TV show that aired on Hokkaido TV and asked the makers to intervene as he had never seen his father interact with their mother. The TV show took up this challenge and spoke to all the parties involved. Okay. When a show's crew member asked Otu why he was not speaking to his wife, the old man replied that he was sulking because he felt neglected as his wife paid more attention to their kids. Immature.
So that's why?
Yeah. Immature.
That is such a stupid reason.
Yeah.
You were sulking for 20 years.
Dude. That's like having the middle child. Like, let's just say you have 3 kids. You have the oldest, right? You give him the most attention. The second one comes in. Now he's the baby. And then now you have the baby, which is the third one. So the middle one gets no attention. And the middle one always acts up. Where he's jealous.
Because he just doesn't have...
Yeah, or it could be the eldest is jealous of the younger, you know?
Yeah.
Immature.
20 years?
Yeah, 20... Dude, think about that, 20 years.
Bro, try sitting in a room with somebody for 5 minutes.
That's
and not
COVID
speaking.
plus 18 years.
That's COVID plus 18 years? Wasn't COVID technically like 4 years?
No. It was 2 years.
Was it 2?
Bro.
I don't know. 2, 3?
Are you serious?
At this point, I feel like we're still in it.
We're not in... No.
I still see people wearing masks. What are you talking about?
I mean, I've seen people wear masks my entire life.
Prior to COVID, I've never seen somebody wear one.
To be fair, I have, and it's always been like an Asian lady or something, you know?
What are you saying here?
No judgment. It's just they wear sun visors and masks. Like, I've always seen them in public, you know? Yeah. Dude.
Is there any other details around this?
I mean...
this story here?
I guess they ask the mom, like, how old are you? What is your favorite food? What is your favorite color? And then she says, I'm going to tell you about my feelings now. I don't know why I said it like that. I want to have this conversation with you. I'm waiting at Nara Park. Will you come? So the couple meets at the park as their kids watch them from a distance and listen to their conversation. After showing some hesitance, Otu speaks to his wife and says, somehow it's been a while since we talked. Oh, somehow.
That's the cherry on fucking top, dude. This guy,
Oh
first
my
time he's speaking to his wife in 20 years, he's like, somehow.
You know, I've noticed somehow we haven't been talking. She probably looked at him like, are you serious right now?
That is so stupid,
Oh my
but so funny.
You were so concerned about the kids, Yumi, up until now. You have endured a lot of hardship. I want you to know I'm grateful for everything. I also want to talk after this. I hope we can work together from here. So you see, at this confession, their kids break into tears as they watch their dad speak to their mother directly. The bizarre instance of O2 Katayama's prolonged silent treatment often comes up on social media and prompts a conversation on emotional abuse. Recently, Unilad posted about O2 Katayama and Yumi's conversationless marriage on Instagram. Ooh. In the comments, many people are quick to point out that refusing to talk to someone for long periods, especially if it's a familial relationship, counts as psychological abuse, which, yes.
Well, yeah, no shit. I
Holy
mean,
crap. Like,
bro, can you, like, he took a vow of silence and didn't even tell his wife why?
yeah. That's
Crazy.
That's insane.
Is this guy a Sigma male?
Bro, I don't know, dude, but like, he must be like a sociopath.
100%.
Because what the hell? Because he just randomly, after not telling her why, he's just... somehow I've noticed that we haven't talked in 20 years, maybe. Something
That's
like
the
that.
kicker, bro.
What the hell is going on? It's the definition of emotional abuse. Okay. A person described his behavior as narcissistic. Boom. That's the word. Another remarked this is terrible, and I would have gotten a divorce if he wants to sit in silence, if he could do that by himself.
Wait. So was this vow of silence only to the wife?
Yes.
So he would go hang out with his homies and he would speak?
Probably. He'd probably go, like, see the homies, he'd ring the doorbell, they open the door, and he goes, finally! Oh, my vocal cords do work. You know? That's insane.
That is so crazy. I mean,
Dog,
damn.
like, does he even love her?
No, of course not.
We can't say of course not.
Come on.
I don't know. I mean, come on. Honestly, yes.
If you actually loved
doesn't.
her, I mean, eventually you'd spill the beans.
It would
and
have been
actually talk.
20 years. Dog, like, have you ever been through just one day of someone not talking to you
That's what I'm
on
saying.
purpose?
20 years.
20 years. One day is already like, and we're talking about like a half-ass day, like 12 hours, you know?
Half-ass day. It's 7,300 days. You're talking about one day here? Come on.
That's rough, dude. I wonder why she wasn't able to get a divorce. Be like, I want a divorce. This is insane.
It's probably really frowned upon for the woman, too, in Japanese culture. I might be wrong, but...
You can't leave the kids either. How did the kids feel? That's how I don't know. Because he treated them fine. So she probably heard him talk.
Oh, that's even more fucked up, dude.
Oh, dude.
He's in the other room talking to the kids, and she's just like...
Why won't he talk to me? And then he'll leave the room, and he goes, hey, kids, I bought everyone ice cream. Yay!
She opens the door.
Yeah. Nothing. Silence.
That really is emotional abuse. That's so screwed up, dude.
Dude.
That's messed up.
Oh, my God.
What's something like that you can do that's on the same level?
On the same level? I mean, silence goes a long way.
I mean, is cheating worse? What's worse? Being cheated on by your husband or wife? Or having them make a vow of silence for 20 years?
I don't know what's worse. I just know they're different. You know, because one of them, they're probably talking to you all normal, like as if they do love you, you know? And then the other one is just straight up nothing. You can't even read it.
I mean, that has to be worse, dude. Because at least with cheating, you know where you guys stand.
Yeah, like there's some information.
Like, oh, this person doesn't love me.
Happened.
But with the vow of silence, like, you're thrown into the void, dude.
Somehow we haven't talked.
You're like Alan Watts just contemplating the universe. You're like,
Can you imagine one day he just like wakes up and he goes, what happened to us?
where did we go wrong?
We.
We.
So dumb, dude. I cannot picture that. I would never do that on my worst enemy. The longest I could do that is if I really had a point to make. because for example, I was holding myself back from like anger. 6 hours, something like that, where it's like, it's okay, it's a long time. Cool.
Yeah.
That's considering we're in the same building. But if I left, maybe 12 hours, I don't know.
And I think it depends on the circumstance too.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a girlfriend, I think you could push it a lot longer.
Yeah.
But if you have a wife, it's not gonna
7
work.
days.
A 7-day.
7-day fast. Girlfriend fast. Damn.
Have you seen this movie, by the way?
What?
Serenity?
Serenity? No.
Matthew McConaughey and Anne Hathaway.
Both a ways?
Pretty interesting movie.
Yeah.
That's hot.
It's not bad.
What's your best Matthew McConaughey impression?
All right.
All right.
What is
all
it?
right.
No. No, Murph. Don't do this to me, Murph. Can you guess the movie?
Not the bookshelf.
Not the bookshelf, Murph. Hey! Yeah, that's... It's like, don't do this to me, Murph. Not before I leave, Murph.
Dude, Guy Ritchie, the lineup.
What do you mean, the lineup?
So I saw the new show called The Gentleman, funny enough,
Mm-hmm.
by Guy Ritchie,
Oh,
directed by him.
Yes. I've heard
Pretty
of this.
good. Obviously, nowhere close to the actual movie.
Nowhere close? I heard people were saying, like, it's freaking dope, dude.
The vibe was there, but like in terms of being as good, quality-wise, the fuck is that?
That was satisfying. I just ripped the mic stand's little sticker thing. It's pretty cool. I don't know why I just had to do that. Anyway.
My point is that it just wasn't the same.
It wasn't the same?
Like,
Well, obviously, it's different actors and stuff.
well, yeah. But from being from Guy Ritchie.
Yeah, because I remember when they opened up the facility of the weed department in the little storage container. It was exactly the same storage container. I was like, oh, this looks familiar. It's from the
Same exact
same
thing.
thing as the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Dope. Is it worth the watch?
I think it is. I mean, it's interesting.
Okay. I had some people tell me it was worth watching. You should watch it. But
And then he has another war movie about the Nazis coming out.
ooh,
In like, what, 10 days, 20 days?
nice. Those
gonna be
naughty
good.
Nazis. Okay, dude. What was I gonna say? I do have the most massive headache right now. It's insane, actually. But what I did want to say was that some crazy things. I don't know if I've ever told you this story, but I knew someone. It was a friend of mine when I was growing up that ended up killing someone when they grew up.
Homicide?
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Who?
Pretty nuts.
Why am I asking who? It's like, it's not like you're going to fucking say the name.
Yeah. Who?
Who
Don't
is it?
worry about it. Yeah. Crazy story, actually. This guy was married, or was about to be married, something like that. This is information I've gotten from people I know that know him now. But I used to know this guy. Was about to get married, and he was getting married overseas. So what he was doing here was he was finishing up his degree, whatnot, and one night he calls one of my friends and says, "Hey man, can I borrow like $7K or something, like a high amount of money, kind of." And then my friend like says he had a weird feeling about it. He's like, "I wish I could help, like whatever." So he didn't end up helping him. Next day we wake up in the morning, we hear the news that there was a girl found in a suitcase, chopped up, and basically, I don't know if she was chopped up. She was probably stuffed in a suitcase, and it was found in an Anaheim apartment.
Ooh.
When
That's
I read that,
rough.
I was like, damn, that sucks. And then you read the name of who did it, because he was caught at LAX.
What was his destination?
Not sure, to be honest. But all I know is that they caught him in Tom Bradley. So it was international somewhere.
Damn.
Dog? Not only did he have a GF, that was his girl here. And he was going to get married somewhere else.
This man is Mr. Worldwide.
So not only was he cheating, he had killed the other one. I don't know what happened. What sparked him to do this? I don't remember the guy being like crazy. Insane. Like, he was a good student, as far as I know.
He's a great, even better killer, you know? Sometimes you just don't know.
Yikes. I feel bad for his family, though.
Oh, yeah.
That
How close
sucks.
was this guy to you?
Wasn't that close. I remember just seeing him at events and gatherings and family-related activities back in the day when I was growing up, probably around 10, 11, 12 years old, even earlier. So I spent, like, a good time, like, with his family, you know? And he was one of the siblings, of his siblings that I used to kick it with. Pretty insane because it just doesn't make sense. And it's always, like, the same question when you start looking into true crime or, you know, kind of like the cold cases.
Mm-hmm.
It's always like, what got them to change? Because you always hear, like, he never brought out any signs of, like, he would do anything like this, you know? And it just randomly happened. It's like, how? Well, let's get into the mind of whatever. We have no idea. So I had the same question. It was just like, how? Like, that doesn't make any sense. But guilty as charged.
Well, I would assume it has something to do with the fact that he's cheating, right?
Possibly, but no. I mean, even then.
Why would you kill this?
Like, what? That doesn't
That's a good
just
point.
justify. I don't know.
I don't know. It's.
Can you be so mad that you'll kill someone? No way.
Are you asking me the personal question?
Yeah, like, I won't. Like, I
Well,
can't.
you say you won't.
I'll be mad, but it's like, what
I
can
bet.
trigger?
I bet that fucking guy said he wouldn't.
Listen. Out of I don't know.
This is the problem with
It's
seeing
hard.
red. With seeing red and being emotionally driven, in a very intense moment, under very intense circumstances.
But how intense can it be?
Intense enough to get you to kill somebody.
That's insane.
I mean, think about how many people you've come across that are actual, like,
Psychopaths.
homicidal maniacs.
Yeah. No.
But you have no idea. Like Dahmer.
Yeah.
Dahmer goes around, he buys fucking milk at the grocery store.
Yeah.
You have no idea that he cuts heads off and
That's insane, actually.
is into necrophilia. Like, it's insane.
That's crazy. They should make a movie where it's like an autistic Dahmer. But
Autistic Dahmer? What the fuck?
Yeah, they'll call it Dom and Dahmer, you know? It's just like, it'd be funny, you know? I think. Anyway, it's a dumb joke.
Heads rolling.
Yeah, dude. Insane. Sometimes the world doesn't feel real. And I was talking to my mom about this. I'm like, dude, the world sometimes just feels like a simulation.
That's the
100%.
first sign of a serial killer right there.
Dun,
Disassociative tendencies.
no serenity.
What do you mean the world is a simulation?
It just feels like something is. I don't know. I
Like,
don't
you
know
look
how to
around and you
describe
see the
it.
Chick-fil-A and it's like, this feels like a video game.
No, it feels like it was planted here on purpose. Like,
Oh.
everything has a purpose, you know? And everything is simulated in a way. It's like programmed. So that means... And I think I started to think about this because of the whole social media stuff.
Mm-hmm.
How kids in general, Gen Zers or below, are so hooked on their phones. And it's like, it reminds me of me having a phone. And texting someone was like, you go ABC, and then A, T, you know?
Good old
like,
days.
texting was horrible. Like, it was like,
Yeah.
it was a pain just to write hello, you know? And going from that and seeing how, like, for example, my little brother, okay, I'll be like, yo, let's go do something. And he's like, where? Like, anywhere. And while he's having this conversation, by the way, he's hooked on his phone,
Yeah, guaranteed.
right? And I'm like, let's go shoot a basketball. And he's like, let's go later. I'm like, no, let's go right now. And I'm like, and he just denies it. And I'm like, dude, what the hell? Like, if I remember when I was a kid, I asked anyone, yo, let's go shoot a basketball. He's already out there. Like,
Yeah,
he's-
we're on it, dude. Let's
Yeah.
play pickup.
let's do it right now. And I feel like it's almost like it's their duty to be online because everyone else is. You know what I mean?
Did you listen to JRE with
I
Jonathan
did.
Haidt?
Yeah, yes. Today
there
I
we go.
did.
I was listening
But
to
what's
that today
insane
too.
is I listened to this today, but I was having this conversation with my mom yesterday about how life doesn't feel real when it's just when you're succumbed to being on your phone
Yeah.
24/7. Because it's just I was taking a walk and I started thinking about like even like Chick-fil-A. Like you mentioned Chick-fil-A. I'm like, dude, there's such a strategic way to open up a Chick-fil-A. They know where to put it. Same with McDonald's or Starbucks. You know, they know exactly where to put it and maximize everything, right? And to get people hooked, and to make sure it's efficient for people. Same thing with gas stations. I mean, gas stations make more sense because we use it's a transportation system, right? So we need to have access to gas. That's different. But even then, it's just like as programmed as Earth is, we also have our own ways of programming it so that we can maximize capital.
Yeah.
And that's where everything is kind of, for me, is messed up. Because everything is for a maximum capital, not maximum health, not maximum human,
It's all short term.
right? And if you combine this with like other talks, like Dr. Gabor Mate, where he talks about how holding on to emotions and stuff like that has a physiological health problem.
Yeah.
basically.
You store emotions in the body,
Exactly.
things like that.
So, like, for example, there was a study done where it was like 9 patients that had the same cancer. And then there was another one where another 9 had the same cancer. And it was the ones that were stressed through emotional things in their life versus the ones that weren't. All 9 of the other ones, all 9 of the ones that didn't have stress actually ended up losing the cancer.
Wow.
So bye-bye cancer.
People don't understand the power of chronic stress.
Yeah.
Like you can literally give yourself a heart attack just by being chronically stressed.
So
I mean, think about that. A thought in your mind because you're frustrated by, you don't have enough money or your kids are acting out, your kid's a drug addict, I don't know what it is. But that thought, hopefully none of our kids are drug addicts.
Yeah.
But that thought transfers itself into your cardiovascular system.
Yeah.
It has an impact on your veins and arteries.
That's insane. So now to go back to the phone. If you can think of one thing that has given you a lot of stress for no goddamn reason, what has it always been lately, the past 10 years? Your phone. Someone messaged you this. Your client messaged you that. You're on the phone doing that. Your reels aren't hitting. Your reel did hit, so now you have a lot of comments. Like stuff like that.
That's a good point.
It's all this one goddamn device. And it's not like you're doing the Joe Rogan method where you just fucking post and ghost. You post and you sit around waiting for it.
It is difficult to post a ghost.
Exactly.
I will admit.
Yeah.
I don't know,
do
like
its thing. No, I get you. And sometimes you need to be aware.
Bro, it's so messed up.
Yeah.
Especially like little kids, like your brother. I mean, I think the average is literally at least 9 hours on the phone a day.
Well, in the podcast, this is what the professor was talking about. He was talking about basically that in a time where children are supposed to be learning how to pay attention, all the attention is already taken away.
Yeah.
That's insane.
And then how does society treat that? It deems these kids as, they have ADHD.
Yeah.
They have ADD. Let's give them an amphetamine.
Not even that. They're also smart, and they're going to be smarter than all of us because they have all this information at their fingertips.
Nah, that's not intelligence, bro.
That's not intelligence. And that's where I come in and I go, no, I can argue the other way, where it's not intelligence. And if actually we're much smarter, they're dumber in the sense that having all this information means that you retain none of it because it's just way too much. If you think about how we grew up, where it's like the highlight of the subject of the day was like this fucking bird we're learning about,
Yeah.
You had 12, 14 hours to learn about this, do homework on it, and classwork, and discuss it about this one thing. So you end up learning more about, like you have a higher chance of retaining it, is what I'm saying. But let's just jump from Ferrari to this one historical movie to Literally anything asks ChatGPT, right? And then on TikTok, it's the same thing. It's like, oh, we learned through TikTok. No, you don't, dude. Do you remember what was the third video you watched today? No, because I guarantee you probably watched 160.
That's a laughable argument. TikTok is education.
Yeah. I get it, because in the forefront, it looks like, oh, it's educational. I learned something today about Gaza, or I learned something today about why TikTok is actually being banned, you know? Whatever. Okay, you learned something. But then you're telling me that you remembered every recipe from today.
No.
Well,
that was the point.
There's no way. Your brain doesn't work like that.
Yeah, that was the point. Jonathan Haidt was saying that, there's no context of a story anymore. It's just fragments and bits of things that you find. Like one guy gets murdered on IG Live and fucking a crocodile eats a cow on Facebook Live. Like and you just don't.
Yeah, and then someone eats 6,000 calories on camera. And you're like, what the hell's going on here?
Yeah.
Right?
I think the worst part about it is, obviously, from my perspective as a health coach, like the fact that these kids are on artificial light, that is toxic to the human body. That is a huge problem in my mind, but they're just not even going out.
Yeah, but like, let's just say you had, I don't know, all your day was blue light, okay? But then you were intelligent because you didn't scroll all day and you retained information, right? And you studied certain things. And then once you're done with one corner, you go to another corner instead of little fragments. That's a different story.
Yeah.
But now it's like, it's all in one. Like, it's just like, all right, we'll take your point of view, which is like the blue light, lack of sunlight, lack of melatonin production, drop in testosterone. Great. And then combine that with not the willingness to not do anything about it, too.
Combine that with the fact that you're getting dumber.
Yeah.
Like, it is quite literally, this is what I call the asteroid of the 21st century. Tech use in the younger generations.
Yeah, I mean,
like these kids are not even being placed into positions where they have to learn how to navigate on the go. Like, for example, when I went to Costa Rica, when I landed in San Jose, one of the main cities, I think the main city, I landed at 10 p.m. San Jose is a shithole at night. Like, we're talking prostitutes, very high likelihood of getting robbed, like needles everywhere, things of that nature. I didn't speak any Spanish. Dalton was not answering the phone.
Oh, damn. Yeah.
And so I was basically this, half white kid walking around San Jose looking for a ride to my destination, which is 2.5 hours away.
Yeah.
My phone was about to die too.
Oh my God.
Amazing. Fantastic, huh?
You were like, damn, this is insane.
And, eventually you have to put yourself in those situations to then learn, like, look, I have to go strike a conversation with this guy who has a taxi. I'm like, look, take all my money, drive me 2.5 hours straight. Yeah. I'm not dealing with the shit. I'm not staying at a hostel.
Yeah.
Although arguably I would gain more experience if I stayed at the hostel.
Yeah, that's true. There's experiences in both. That's the thing.
Like that kind of stuff, this generation is not getting.
No, 100%. I get you. There's also the whole fix-it dad thing, where it's like saying like, okay, younger women these days are saying that if you were to go out with, I don't know, Connor from down the street, right?
Connor, dude.
And let's just say your AC went out or your house doesn't have hot water. Is your guy going to know how to fix that? Because your dad does. So somehow, How does dad know that? We don't know. But it's because he sat down. He faced an issue before. There was no 1-800 hotline, call a plumber, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever.
So, Roto-Rooter.
Yeah. If anything, he probably installed it. You know what I mean?
If anything, you probably invented it. Here's the patent.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, it's when you face things like that where you go, damn, like what things am I supposed to know? I shouldn't be knowing half the things on TikTok. Like some of it, or I would argue half of it is absolutely stupid.
I would argue 99% of it is stupid.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on your For You page. I can't talk for everybody, but.
For sure, but I mean, if your knowledge or information has no utility, then it's useless.
Yeah, like if your FYP is just pranks, like you're not learning anything. If anything, you're learning how not to do that. That's it,
Which means you're becoming dumber.
Yeah, Well, I mean, no. If anything, it's smarter because there's something dumber than you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, okay, I know not to prank people in the hood. You know, whatever.
Prank people in the hood.
Yeah, you haven't seen those pranks?
Of course I have, bro.
It's like pantsing people in the hood. Like, what? Are you trying to die?
Yeah, of course they are. Well, that's even another aspect of this whole social media discussion is that the ante to get more likes and recognition just the bar keeps going up. The bar in the direction of stupidity, at least. And so people are willing to become more reckless for views and likes. And
because it's hard to filter out the good stuff on social media where it's actually social, you know?
Yeah.
Like, let's talk and not cuss each other out and just insult. Because a lot of it is just like, no, you're absolutely wrong, you stupid dumbass moron. And it's like, okay, you provided no facts to or any argument to whatever you were talking about, but you decided to just sit here and insult.
I literally got 5 of those comments today. I'm not shitting you.
That's not social media, bro. That's just... I don't know.
That's you wanting to vomit your fucking opinion towards me.
And there's no opinion.
There's no... well, I don't know.
There's no opinion. That's what I'm saying. They just go, I disagree, you stupid dumbass. That's it. Okay, then what do you disagree on?
There is no opinion, yeah. You're just
There's
cussing
no
at me.
You know, I can't argue with you. The only thing I'll start arguing with you on is you have bad manners and a horrible mouth, and you are disrespectful, and the way you are perceived is a piece of shit. That's it. Yeah. Now it has nothing to do with the current subject. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I mean by, in a lot of different, like, I would say low-key circles now, you'll find, like, good social media. But not. Now it's just one-upping, and it's just, look how I live my life. And this is what I do 9 to 5. This is what, like, who cares, man? Focus on your own 9 to 5. Figure it out, bro. You know what I mean? Like,
in the chat bots.
I get it, man. You're going to spend your entire life looking for inspiration and a motivation for you to get started when the rest of social media apparently has it, like, nailed, you know?
It's quite incredible how one thing can screw up so many other things.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't want to think about it too much because my head hurts.
Yeah.
But also, do not like this video. Stay away from social media. I was just kidding.
Share this video.
How dare you share this video? Spending time online. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of weird to be podcasting, but also talking shit about.
But it's not because we actually do provide a lot of good quality content that makes people think. Like, we are not one of those dumbass podcasts that literally just laughs and makes stupid jokes 24/7.
Yeah, and just...
We have a nice combination.
Yeah, I like to believe that we offer the key to, like, start thinking for yourself, not really, just be in the real world. Not so much distracted by believing that you have to be a replica of whatever you see online. Because whatever you see online, I guarantee those people don't have replicas. They're just doing what was given to them and whatever they are supplied with.
You know what's a good point? I think most of the content you see online is designed to make you escape reality. Mm-hmm. Whereas good quality content, such as this podcast, obviously the 2 a.m. podcast, is designed to enhance your reality.
Yeah. We want you to see the reality that is reality, not the fake crap, dude. Social media is its own reality. Like I said before, I think if you don't network in the real life, you literally don't have a network.
Yeah, it's garbage.
Right? The only good networks I've had from social media is when we met in real life.
Facts. Kai Cheng is one of the perfect examples.
Exactly. Like, we can DM each other all day. It just will be meaningless until you meet Tyler Zaharodnik or until you meet Kai Cheng. Yeah. It's just how it is, man. It's just a human contact. That's all it is. So there's no human contact on DMs. There's none of that, like...
No, bro, but I
swear to God, when you shake hands with someone, that's when it's real. Right there. Anyway, hope you took something out of this. We had a little comedy in the beginning, I know. But
so funny.
Yeah, if you did, please go ahead and rate this 5 stars on Spotify. That helps us tremendously. Also, visit our sponsors like Exter, Rarebird, or ButcherBox. Use code 2AM for any of those. And then ButcherBox is 2AM podcast, all caps. That would help us a lot. That's your support method right there. For more content, please stay tuned. Visit us at the2ampodcast.com or on Twitter at 2ampod or on Instagram at the 2ampodcast. We will catch you guys next time.
Adios.